Alright, trying to get it all. Alright, welcome to Week 9 check-in. Raise your hand if you can't hear me. First, we'll take a quick look at the standings. We have Arts and Craft, number 1, 7-1. Grogan's Heroes, Fiddlesticks, and Bologna Sandwiches, 6-2. Bobby Boucher and G Snappers, 4-4, rounding off the playoff picture. Auto Draft Dodgers are 3-5. They're 1 game behind. Easy Ballers, 2 games behind. Clavens and RYHIYCHM Babies, 3 games behind, but at 2-6 and 1-7 for those last 3. Probably not much for playoff hopes this year. We'll see. Arts and Craft scored the least amount of points in the whole league in week 1, and took a loss, obviously. But since then have rattled off 7 straight to go to 7-1. The longest win streak in league history, I looked it up, the G Snappers in 2019 hit 9 straight. So we'll see Arts and Craft versus the Clavens this week, and then if they win then, Arts and Craft will be against Grogan's Heroes the week after, who she beat in week 1. So we'll see if that record will be broken. Second off, we had a trade. I was talking, I think in the last video, that we don't normally do a ton of trades in this league. I don't know why. It's a year-long league. Sometimes people like the guys they get attached to them. But for whatever reason, we don't trade much. It would be funner if we did, but it's not a big deal if we don't. We don't have to trade. So it was between Tony and Dave, Fiddlesticks, and the Clavens. Fiddlesticks get Debo, McKissick, and Kyle Pitts. Clavens get Keenan Allen, Noah Fant, and Cordero Patterson. I'd say it's a good trade for both teams. Debo is the best player in the trade, so that's good for Fiddlesticks. They also get a upgrade potentially at tight end with Kyle Pitts over Noah Fant. But they also get probably the worst player in the trade, in J.D. McKissick. Clavens get Keenan Allen, Noah Fant, Cordero Patterson, 3 basically plug-and-play starters that they can start every week and have confidence in them. Well, Fant may have COVID now, so we'll see. But good trade, I think, good for both teams. Both teams gave up good players. Both teams got good players, so which is what everyone should expect when they're making a trade. We've been doing this league for a long time now, so not many teams are going to have ones pulled over on them. I think when we last spoke, it was week 5, so I'll go through matchups of the week. Week 5, 6, 7, and 8. So for week 5, and I said this going into it, it was Fiddlesticks versus Grogan Heroes. Grogan's Heroes was number 1 versus Fiddlesticks number 2. Fiddlesticks won, had a huge week, 241 to 195, putting them in first place. Week 6, the week after, it was again the first place team versus the second place team. Fiddlesticks in first versus Arts and Craft in second. Arts and Craft won by 4 points that week, behind 70 plus points from Jonathan Taylor and Leonard Fournette. Some call him Lenny Fournette. I'm not comfortable doing that. We're just going to call him Leonard Fournette here for now. I mean, if you want to call him Lenny, you can call him Lenny, but he looks more like a Leonard to me. Week 7 was the the bye apocalypse, and we had all the teams on bye, or not all the teams, but 6 teams on bye that a lot of good players were on. The matchup of the week that week was bologna sandwiches versus Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks won by 4. Both teams were 20 points under their projections, but they all played the right players. Neither team had like a lot of points on the bench. Week 8, Fiddlesticks again, which puts him in 1, 2, 3, 4 straight matchups of the week. Let me see if I got him in this week 9. No, I don't. No, I don't. So Fiddlesticks for the 4th straight week is in the matchup of the week versus Bobby Boucher, who's at the in the 5th slot. So it's the 3 versus the 5. Fiddlesticks won by 10. Brings us into week 9. The current week, Bobby Boucher is again in the matchup of the week versus. Nope, I got it on the wrong week up here. Let's see. Bobby Boucher versus Autodraft Dodgers. It's one of the only ones that has playoff implications. Autodraft Dodgers at 3-5 on the outside of the playoffs. Bobby Boucher 4-4. Autodraft Dodgers wouldn't necessarily be in the playoffs with a win, but they'd be headed in the right direction. So pickups of the week. I'm not sure. I can't remember the last video if I talked about pickups of the week in week 5 when I put that video out. But pickup of the week in week 5 went to Autodraft Dodgers, and it wasn't him picking up Brandon Zylstra, who I'm still not exactly sure who that is, but he did pick up Dawson Knox, who had, I think, 1 or 2 good weeks for him, and then was on bye, and then was out. But maybe a top tight end, if there is such a thing. Pickup of the week 6, bologna sandwiches, solid as always. Picking up Devontae Booker, using him. Hopefully he's using him because he's been good all the way through. Week 7, we're gonna go with Ryan Tannehill. Grogan's Heroes, I picked him up as a bye week fill-in for Dak. Just thought it was going to be the 1 week. Ended up going last week as well. Now with Derrick Henry going down, Tannehill might be throwing a little bit more. He might be a little bit more interesting. So Grogan's Heroes now with a quarterback controversy on the hands. Pickup of the week in week 8 was Boston Scott, Easy Ballers. Scored 23 points against these Lions here. Could not stop the run. So hopefully Easy Ballers played Boston Scott. I'm pretty sure he did. There's a little Bruce getting a little attention. And then pickup of the week 9. Fiddlesticks picking up Devontae Parker. Just sitting out there on the waiver wire. Seems like he and Tua have some sort of connection. So also G-Snapper's got McNichols. You know, last time I'm gonna check. His first name is Jeremy McNichols, I believe so. We've had a lot of moves this week, which is good. Yeah, Jeremy McNichols, G-Snappers picked up. So we'll see what happens with him. So pickups of the week brought to you by Beer of the Week. We're going to go Tendril, Proclamation Ale, Proclamation India Pale Ale. Really nice artwork on the can. I always like that one. Good beer, definitely. Definitely one that you always go to. So keep making moves, put in waiver claims. I'd like to see people making moves like early in the week through waivers or just after waivers. Not so much checking their lineups on Saturday and Sunday, and then just filling them to fill them. So the teams that are making moves early in the week and planning are, for the most part, doing better than the other teams that are just looking on Saturday and Sunday of what spots they need to fill. So that's how to be competitive, is to get in early. Early bird gets the worm, I guess. So hope everyone is doing well, and good luck with your matchups this weekend, and we'll talk soon. All right, later.